Sounds out of tune a little bit.
300 quid's worth of out of tune.
Can you tell the difference? Does it play better?
Yeah, I can actually. Shout out Jack Fletcher. Took it to a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. This isn't sweat, by the way. This is shaving balm mixed in with a bit of sweat.
Nice.
Good evening, everybody. This is episode 36 of the Sherlocks podcast. You're joined by Brandon, Trent, Alex, and myself. Like always, we're talking absolute nonsense. Not going to keep it too long, as Trent has got to edit it, and he makes it clear he don't like too many edits.
Do I?
What we all been up to, boys? Anything to report home?
We came over to see you, didn't we, in Sheffield?
Yes.
On Thursday. Little Thursday club.
Insert clip.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've got anything.
That was Alex, sound engineer, was winning on the. That was quite
Mad that.
Quite an effort. That it was a grabber machine, you know, like the kids' arcade game thing,
yeah, with
and
the claw.
it just had empty beer cans. Yeah, the claw. Yeah, and he won. He won twice, but he didn't just win twice. He grabbed 2 cans at the same time.
Twice. Yeah, which
Excellent.
one can is half a pint or something, so he got 2 pints.
Madness.
Quite the win, I'd say.
Steady, I told you. Nice and easy on them levers.
Here we go.
That's it.
That's it.
Done it.
Oh, you scumbag. Go on. Hey. Go on, I'll take this one as well. That was Thursday. Went on as Thursday Club. Been a while. Nice to see everybody. Got Glenn out.
Yeah.
Shout out, Glenn.
No random gigs popping up the next day this time.
No.
Even though it would have been good to just randomly say, oh, you're doing Glastonbury now, tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd been funny.
Have you been watching much of it?
I've been watching a bit, yeah.
Did you?
I watched Shed Seven's set, really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I watched.
Yeah.
There was, on that first day, just like you were saying, Alex, not anyone that was standing out, really.
I ended up
There was
watching.
some serious dross.
Yeah.
It's on the night you were on about 1975, so I ended up watching them Saturday night. Were they on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I watched them night after. Watched a bit of their set back. That Guinness did some miles, didn't it? Round stage. Oh, I watched Maccabees. You watched them yesterday?
Yeah, I watched Maccabees, yeah.
That were good. And then watched Prodigy last night.
I fell asleep.
I watched a bit of Rod Stewart.
I thought
Yeah,
Rod
I
was...
got a bit of him.
I loved him.
I thought he were good. He basically said in an interview after, like, that's me farewell to Glasgow. I don't think I'll do it again. Mint.
Who were
He
you?
was 80.
Who were your highlight? Who you've seen? I've not seen that many this year.
No, I've not seen many.
I'm going to hold that one back maybe till next week till I've watched a bit more.
I'm going either Prodigy. Maccabees were good, but either Prodigy last night were good. Absolutely cranked. Neighbours won't be happy. Either them or Pulp. Pulp did the secret set thing. That were really good.
Yeah, I also watched John Fogerty from Creedence Clearwater Revival.
You watch any Neil Young?
I've not watched any Neil Young yet.
I might watch
That was another one I think I fell asleep.
Snoozeberry for you.
Yeah, I think it's the heat.
Mad hot, innit?
I did see a very funny comment on Facebook regarding the 1975 Matt Healy.
Wow.
So you see when he was constantly like lighting cigarettes and he was like shaking.
I watched.
And someone
I watched
said
a
it-
bit of it. I've not seen that. I know you were on about
Yeah,
it.
he was shaking like mad, and someone said it's like watching a raccoon hotwire in a car. Trying to hotwire a car. I thought that is a great.
I always think
Analogy.
that when I see comments on on Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is, comments at best bit, and then it's like, how have they thought of something so quick and witty and wrote it?
Brilliant. Yeah, it's one of my new favourite sayings, that. But I mean, yeah, they're not my cup of tea.
Oh,
That's it.
No.
Well, that's free world, isn't it?
It is.
What's not for you is for someone else.
This is someone else. Yeah.
What else
What
have we
about?
got?
I bet we ended a podcast since we watched Sting
When was that? Last week?
last Tuesday. Yeah, so basically, we went and watched Sting. Absolutely unbelievable. I'll send you a clip, Trent.
That's not the shape of my heart.
I'm not one for ever taking videos or even photos for that matter when we go out and stuff like that. I just don't tend to do it. But I looked at my phone day after and I got 2 of the shortest clips ever of Sting, and I listened to his voice, and it sounded absolutely unbelievable.
I've got a funny video now.
Oh, yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. I had a funny story.
We got guest list, and then with that, there were a VIP tent, and somebody said, I think we can get in there. So we walked over, and we could. So we went in VIP tent. I think you called it before. Basically, not dissing his fans, but if you had to guess... If you had to guess where our fans were like, some people would jokingly say dark fruits drinkers or something, the bucket house, which is fine. But Sting, Brandon said, I reckon their fans are going to be like middle-aged wine drinkers, expensive wine drinkers, and they were literally that down to a T. So you got in this VIP tent, the tables are not numbered, well, they might have been, but they weren't booked. It was just an area with tables dotted about. So people have got sat round drinking the wine like that, thinking they owned gaff, and then me and my dad walked in.
Yeah, I
couldn't get a table. Riff Raff walked in. couldn't get a table, so we stood at this pole, one at poles holding tent up, and because that might have been slightly blocking somebody's view behind us, halfway through gig they just like came proper childish, just ran and like went straight in front of us. But I'm not joking, like this woman's head were about that far off.
What did you say? Hey. Don't stand too close to me.
Come on, start with these jokes again. I thought, I'm not moving. I ain't leaving.
Yeah.
She's dancing. She's about that far off my face, and I thought, you've come in front of me. So to counteract it, me and my dad just started singing proper loud, like, super loud. And you can just hear my dad in this video. It's funny as hell. So insert clip. We're just like, and then they sodded off after about 30 seconds. They must have thought, sack that. He's a nutters. We're a good gig,
though. To get rid of him.
Very good gig.
Kill him with singing.
I would say to our key before, was Sting 3.0, so they were basically touring as a three-piece, like Police, and that drummer's insanely tight, and that guitarist, he's an absolute wizard, him. And obviously Sting. So it were a good gig. Really good.
I think that's what made it special, actually, the fact it was so stripped back. Somebody of Sting's calibre, who's like basically in legendary status, you'd expect him like 20-piece band, synths and just full sound, whereas that were like a full sound. I mean, sound guys we were saying this, sound guys sort of your fourth member when you're in that setup, because the sound needs to be that spot on, because there's fewer elements. Everything's got to be balanced even tighter, like you can't get away with a bad sound. And it were mint. To say there were just them three, it sounded super tight.
Mint. Great gig.
So yeah, that was Sting. Can't really think I don't think we've not really else.
I went to Manchester on Friday, shock, and bumped into the Dennerbys.
Oh, yeah.
I went to the Castle and walked in. There was a band like setting up to go on, and I thought I'd ask if it was a free gig or what, because we went in that time and just stood in the back when a band were playing. And then I just went upstairs, and lead singer of the Dennerbys just walked upstairs, and I was like, oh, all right. And he's like, yeah, we've just played downstairs. Like, if I had known, I would have gone in. But
it's right, booze at that Castle.
Yeah.
Mint. Did they have plum porter on?
Yeah, they did, but
it just screams of that, doesn't it?
Come on.
It literally, anytime anyone mentions that pub, straight away it just goes, plum porter.
Plum porter.
Like, instantly, fiver, plum porter.
It's mint. It's a right pub.
I don't know if it's more of a winter beer.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's a bit warm in it for one of them.
Bang, it's a tasty old number, that.
Because it's not the coldest drink, and that's also what makes it, in winter, one of them. Come on, Frody, take the lead. This is you all over. Presidents and crap like that.
Well, what about... So the BBC didn't broadcast Kneecap's set, did they? They played it late, they put it on the iPlayer, and obviously to edit it. And then that Bob Villain came out of nowhere and just started chanting about, the Israeli army. Pretty bad stuff. But yeah, and then... So obviously they're saying now his coverage should have been pulled. Why didn't they? Should they? Shouldn't they? Free speech, what do you think?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Where do you stand with that? You've got a point, free speech, but I personally am not into politics full stop. So, but yeah, I find it a bit annoying, me. It's just like, just get on with gig.
Yeah, I do, to be fair.
Because the reason I say that is you're never going to win. It's so divisive. Is that the word? Divisive? Subjective? So you're just, in my mind, splitting crowd to some degree. Even if 95% agree with what you're saying, you're never going to win. So it's just a bit like, just get on with gig, play the tunes, let the tunes do the talking.
Yeah, I can just imagine obviously them backstage in the trailer at the BBC at Glastonbury going, oh, bollocks.
Someone's getting a rolly.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
Go get us a Thatcher's. It's about to kick off.
Broadcaster's gone missing.
Yeah.
He's got AWOL.
Yeah. What else have we got? I'll tell you, actually, Olivia Rodrigo got Robert Smith up on stage, didn't she?
Oh, from The Cure.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did see a bit of that. Was she headlining?
Yeah.
I think she was. I think I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I think he did 2 tunes as well, if I remember right. I think she said something like, do you want to stay and do another one? Obviously pre-planned, but I think he did 2 tunes.
He did thingy, didn't he? Friday.
Yeah.
I'm in love.
Yeah, he did another one and all. I can't
Things you're
remember.
playing on a Sunday don't have the same effect.
I did think that. It's the only thing that let it down a little bit.
Yeah. If you want to nitpick.
Yeah.
Current affairs, I don't know.
Get it.
There's all sorts. Heat
so-
waves.
Yeah.
Heat waves.
Heat.
Oasis are back together this week, aren't they?
Yeah, first gig at Cardiff, is it?
Yeah.
That was a current affairs. I sent it into the group chat.
Yeah, you
actually.
did.
Somebody posted there's been some resale tickets come up. 2 tickets. This is just for the tickets. £713.16.
That's all right.
Right,
Not bad for you.
not bad. Service charge.
£8,000.
Yeah, £106.98. And just to top it off, a handling fee of £3.25. What are they handling? What's the service charge? And then why are they sticking a handling fee on? It's probably digital tickets. Who's handling them?
The world's gone mad.
World has gone mad.
Better be
How
a
can
hell of
you-
a service.
Yeah, I know. It's like 5-star service charge. I still think Glastonbury is still cheap.
Yeah,
I think that's 370 quid, but you get like a near enough 5 nights camping
Yeah, that's alright. That's decent.
and all them bands.
Yeah, it's decent that because, well, normally lineups. I'm sure if I went through it all, I bet there were some bands that are on smaller stages that are decent. You could have gone and watched, and yeah, that don't seem expensive at all, to be honest.
Going off topic, did you order a Richard Ashcroft lineup?
No. Yeah.
First album. Gosh.
Has that thing you won't come? Your Richard Ashcroft one.
Yeah, I'm just showing it you about 25 seconds ago.
Oh, it's I'm watching Alex's video.
Tell you what, it feels nice as well. I know that sounds weird. It's like a map.
That sounds very weird.
It does sound a bit weird. Why the hell did I say that?
Just stroking his face.
Exactly.
Sorry, Richard.
Yeah.
Hey, he's on Oasis gigs, isn't he?
Eh?
Cast. Send us some videos of Cast, actually. At some point, they sound
They're bigger than
pretty
ever.
darn good.
They are bigger than ever. Cast. We supported Cast. Like I'm probably gonna say
Back in 90s.
20. I reckon about. Yeah, thinking that far back. I reckon it was about 2015, 2016.
Sounds about right. 53 degrees. Preston.
Did one in Kendall as well, didn't
It
we?
was a Tuesday night.
Probably was.
It probably was. We did support them there, though. I'm sure we did.
Where, 53 degrees?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
did.
it weren't far off that inside.
It's just pretty often, actually. Maybe last month.
I tell you where else we supported them. York.
Yeah, we did.
In a well-known venue. Duchess or something. It weren't Barbican, no, it was... There's a few in there's... Is there one called Duchess?
It was
And
something
there's one-
downstairs, weren't it?
Yeah, because the stage was slippy as hell. The stage was tiled.
I think my dad went
Mental.
flying, didn't
Yeah, yeah.
he? He said he was that embarrassed. He said he started crawling upstage to get off.
Honestly, the stage was tiled. Right. And because it was... So when it came to our stage time, there were like majority of people in and all condensation because it was that hot. Just made all stage slippy as hell. So I was just walking around just like... You couldn't move, basically. You couldn't move like a normal gig. Otherwise, you'd stack it. And I think my dad came on. Either before we came on to, I don't know, put a pedal board out or something, they were helping. Or after getting gear off. And I think my dad just absolutely stacked it, maybe behind one of amps, and just crawled off.
He started it the other week, didn't he? We're either in Europe or we're at, like,
Yeah,
at
in
Jacaranda.
Paris, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're Paris, yeah.
Yeah, the other week, like a few months back.
Oh, God,
Hello.
that's
Oh,
so
he
funny,
stacked-
man.
He stacked it in Paris,
Yeah.
did he? I'm trying to think of venue.
That boat.
Barge,
The one that's
yeah,
like
but
Thecla.
Oh yeah, he did, because I went out and gave him an Amwit merch because he said I've just gone flying.
Don't laugh, but it is just funny when somebody stacks it. Like you stacked it back at van,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
crying. I were
In an
absolutely
absolute
crying.
world proper. That's the most pain I've ever been in ever.
Really?
Full stop. Yeah, full
Jesus
stop.
Christ.
Ever.
Insert picture of his knee.
Oh
after that, you've
my
written
god,
form.
man!
I smashed up. Well, cut open the same
Did you
Knee
same
cap.
scar
your whole
on my
kneecap?
shin where I fell up the stage in Southampton. I fell up the stage.
How the hell did you fall? Did you see him do it?
The one at back at van, yeah, hilarious.
I just
I just heard
heard.
the bottles.
I heard a load of bottles, and then I come walking back up straight, and I was like, "What the hell's going on up here?"
I'm surprised one of them bottles didn't smash. It was proper Phoenix Nights, like, help me, will you? Mint.
No, I think one did smash.
Oh god!
Can't remember.
Yeah.
But I think that there was about three.
You just, it was one of them where you were thinking, get me home, because it was quite late anyway. I think you're travelling with Trent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You were in a rush, and obviously there's a little black box, and you've just...
pitch black. Someone's put a black box in the dark. Ugh, idiot.
You were fuming after. That's what was funny.
No.
No, the thing is, I didn't know which leg to concentrate on, my elbow or what. I was absolutely seething, but like the adrenaline. Then I had a 2-hour journey, just stuck like this, like.
I wish I'd seen that. I can't even imagine how you did it.
Oh, I did it. So I came out the van with my suitcase
We're rushing.
and something else, and I've turned like this.
What, you went
Like
sideways?
to right, no, turned like this, and then there's just a box there that you obviously can't see, and I've gone bang straight over it. Clang, 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 clang. Going, well, this is like 1 a.m, 2 a.m.
Bottles everywhere.
Me and Dom were in back at van, just absolutely crying, but we're trying to laugh quiet. 'Cause it were a bit too early to...
Yeah.
Didn't want to make things worse. You were already angry.
God, I'm looking down at his legs. Going, what's happened?
Yeah, ballooned. Tell you though, I couldn't. You know when you get down on your knees, i.e., picking something up off the floor,
Yeah.
or going under the bed. I couldn't do that for about 3-4 months. Honestly, swear down. Put any pressure on my kneecap.
You can't say kneecap now.
No.
You wrote one in, didn't you? I'm sure somebody put one in group chat. It might have been you, Alex.
I don't know.
You said it on Thursday Club, in fact. You went, that's going to be my grind me gear.
Was it something on the train?
Might have been. Can't remember.
We got given a warm beer on the train. That was
Did you?
nice.
Scumbag. That queuing at a bar thing. I know we've said it before, but that happened to me recently. He weren't queuing, but he was stood right far back from bar. So then you approach the bar. There's somebody getting served. He's obviously next, but he's stood leaving a massive gap at bar, not stood up to it. So when you approach it, you're like, what's crack here? Like, is he queuing? So I just walked straight to the bar and then could see panic in his face and just thinking, is he pushing in? It's like, no, I'm just standing at the bar.
You just reminded me when I saw Iron Maiden last week, like all the pubs around Piccadilly just had all Iron Maiden fans in, so they were packed, and walked into this pub and it was just a massive long queue, just one queue, and I was like, oh my god, what's going on here?
Daft.
So then you have to get in it because everybody else is in it, and then it just carries on going because there's so many people.
That's it.
Stupid.
Once it catches fire. Tell you what grinds my gears. Said it already. Stuff like Bob Villain, kneecap, ranting about politics. That grinds my gears.
Bob Villain, is that his name?
I don't think it's his real name.
Is he a tribute?
No, he's
No.
a rapper.
To be fair, I quite like his tune with Kid Capiche.
Yeah, like he does songs with rock kind of bands.
All right. I've never listened
Kind
to
of
him.
more of a rock rap.
Rap rock. I like a bit of rap rock, to be fair.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think I did have one the other night whilst watching Glastonbury, when someone hasn't done anything, or they played the Pyramid twice in 3 years, and they've not done anything since, and they get 2 slots in 3 years or something. Give someone else a chance.
Fair point.
Yeah.
People who pronounce Birmingham and Nottingham
Yeah, I love it.
without the G, that does my head in. And it happens a lot on boxing. Be watching Sky Sports or DAZN.
Because on Talk
Even
Sports,
Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
Even he'll do it. It says Birmingham. And I'm like, Birmingham? Nottingham.
Nottingham. I hear that one a hell of a lot.
Nottingham.
Tell you another that grinds my gears a little bit. It don't really grind my gears, to be honest. It's controversial, this, because we've got a runner in the group. People who run and work in kilometres rather than miles. Quite often, Brandon will go, yeah, I went on a little run this morning. I'll go. This is the same conversation every time, by the way. I'll go, oh, yeah, how far?
How far?
Not far, only about 3k. I'm like, what the hell is 3k?
Yeah, a couple of miles. It's never going to be more than that. You're never going to go.
No,
Well,
no, but what is... You've got to do a conversion. I was saying this other day.
1.609.
You know, like-
1,609 metres in a mile.
You know when runners... So you've got two runners talking to each other. Oh yeah, I went on a great run this morning. How far did you go? 10k. Is the other runner doing a conversion in his head going 10k here? Oh yeah, about 8.5 mile. Why not just say 8.5 mile? Or whatever it is. I don't even know what it is.
So it's
I
basically,
don't work in kilometres.
well, a kilometre is 1,000 metres. So it's just easier to work out how far you've gone, isn't it?
Yeah, and that 100-metre sprint.
Yeah.
I think just athletics.
That's all it is.
If you're going for a run, you don't go, oh, how far did you do? Oh, I did 10,000 metres.
No, I know. You just say 1k.
Well, the 10k.
Well, yeah, 10k. I don't know. I won't class
It's European for a start. If you're driving through France, they're working in kilometres or something. Over here in UK, when you're on motorway, it's like 2 miles to nearest services. I don't know. It's not really a gear grinder, but every time it comes up, I always think, why are we working in kilometres?
I'm a bit like that with what's it called?
Sounds like you're
Oh, get it off my
planning a
chest.
run. You're planning a run and you don't know how far to go.
That's the thing as well. It's like I certainly won't class myself as a runner, but it's like I just go for a run. And if it's going to be out, it's going to be like I don't know, a couple of mile tops. It's not going to be out major. It's not going to ring me up and go, I've been for a run. What you doing? Half a marathon? Like, you know,
I find running
anyway,
weird. So runners are just walking out the front gate, closing gate behind them, and just set off running somewhere. It's mental.
ice cream van.
When you're stuck behind somebody with a trolley at the supermarket when you're trying to exit the shop, and a couple of times you're thinking about doing overtake, and then you think, I can't because there's a charity box here or something.
Tell you right, there is one, and it's on myself as well. Is when I go into a shop and I forgot to take a carrier bag. I hate paying for a carrier bag, so I'll try and just grab it all rather than pay because I just think a frigging house is full of carrier bags.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, why am I paying for another carrier bag all the time? If I just remembered to bring a carrier bag, like I bring my phone to pay, it'd be like I wouldn't have to keep buying carrier bags all the time. Even that, I have a charge for carrier bags. So paying for it, that's the problem, innit? You're paying for
Like
carrier
40p.
bags.
Yeah, well, I was going to say this. Have you ever,
Not a bag for life, though.
don't lie, have you ever got to a self-checkout at Tesco and press add my own bag, even though you're using their bag?
I don't think I have.
Oh, no.
No, me neither.
but what happened in Belgium? What happened in Belgium?
It's like watching telly.
The bill.
Oh, kicking off.
They're coming for you, Billy.
Watching cops.
No, I think I accidentally did it in Belgium.
Accidentally, yeah.
No, but I had an absolute stinker.
Oh,
Do you remember?
you-
Do they charge in
Yeah.
Europe?
I think they do.
Yeah.
Charge for everything.
Charge for a toilet, don't they?
But I went a huge rush because I'd had a nightmare at the tills and beer just exploded everywhere. I think the person in front of me, what did they drop? It was like eggs or something. This till
Oh, yeah.
was a
You're
disaster.
drop.
It was an absolute bomb site. This till, everyone was just having a nightmare.
You were in front of me. Is that when we did that beer run?
Yeah,
And then I just I started
you've got video
videoing
actually.
it. Yeah.
It's a disaster.
Let's sit on the floor with
Two cans gone. Can I go get another one?
And then I think I went in. I had to go back in as something. And then I went to the self-service. Yeah, I think I did. I think I did it in whatever it is, Dutch.
Deutschmark.
Did it in Dutch and pressed the thing and I didn't pay for a bag.
It's quite expensive bags though these days.
Scumbag.
Yeah, like I said, the other day I got one. It was 40p just for a normal plastic one. Robin gets
40p.
gear grinder actually the other day. Got to the till, got all my stuff. ID'd, thinking, oh, here we go.
Celebrating.
Right, I'd actually got something really good in the reduced aisle. And I went, what did I do? Went on my phone, got my passport. Just went, nah, I can't take it. And I just looked at her and I went, see ya. And just left all my shopping. Oh, thought, fair enough.
What,
Technically
she
my
wouldn't-
fault.
She wouldn't use your passport as a form of ID.
No, well, it was like a picture on my phone.
Yeah, you're in a grey area there.
But I go in that shop probably 3-4 times a week. She sees me every week.
3-4 times a day.
A day. Yeah, sometimes twice a day, right?
She didn't remember you.
Didn't remember you.
I'm not saying she should, but
Well,
I live
sounds
round
like
the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds like you wanted.
It obviously
preferential
grinds me
treatment.
gears.
You know how often I come in here?
Yeah.
3-4 times a week.
Do you know how many pints of milk I get? Pissed me right off.
Have you ever bought a load of stuff? Tesco's worse for it or best for it. Forgot your club card.
Well, I've got that on my phone.
I've got that before.
I did it once. I forgot my wallet and I didn't have
You Burnley
club card.
wallet?
And basically, most of the stuff I bought is because it was on club card.
Yeah. All of a sudden you're paying
Absolutely wounded.
another 15 quid.
Yeah, no, literally that. Yeah, nightmare. Hey, I bought some good sauce from Tesco yesterday. Have you seen them Brewdog sauces?
I've got it, the Elvis juice. Have you got that one?
Yeah, I've got that one. Have you seen the? Is it a ranch? Have you seen
No.
that? Like an orange sauce. It might be ranch. It's great nice. £2. It's not the biggest bottle, but it's banging.
When you're trying to get to sleep at night, it's too hot.
Cracked it. Sofa
I just-
downstairs.
I had to switch beds in the middle of the night last night. I thought, right, I'm going to the other bedroom here. It's too hot. It's like that.
It were hot.
Mad
I had to bring fan downstairs yesterday watching. I had to set fan up in room, and then I didn't go to bed while must have been going on 3 o'clock. So I had to carry it fan up.
How big is it like?
And if you've seen the fan's basically a mic stand with fan attachment sat on top. Honestly, it's all over.
You always get emails or offers on McDonald's on a Monday. Right, everyone's trying to. Everyone's trying
I think I
to.
have on this one.
Have you got one?
Save 10% when you spend £12 or more.
I've just had an email pop up. It said payday equals big arch. Everyone's getting off to a flyer on the new week, and then McDonald's trying to get you in. But I don't eat McDonald's unless I'm with band. Like, genuinely never do. Unless I call for a drink when I'm travelling.
Same. Not into it.
Yeah.
Well, especially since that grinds me gears. I already said it on a previous podcast. That sour cream.
Oh yeah, gone.
Got rid of it. And that was the only thing that I were fussed for, to be fair. Them chicken selects. Got rid of sour cream. Done. I'll wash my hands with you.
Yeah. Never again.
Never again. Until Europe.
Yeah, that's the only time.
Digital, they are everywhere.
They're coming to their own a bit over there because there's different menu, isn't there?
Yeah.
McDonald's. It's like there is some decent stuff. Like you remember that time? I can't remember what country we were in, and I come back with them gloves.
Yeah.
So
They were mint,
Yeah.
I saw them over there somewhere.
You both got a pair, didn't you?
Yeah. They were under extras.
Won't be seen dead in them.
Nah, they were mint. I'll tell you what they were good for. They were good for when you're bombing about on scooters. We went in winter one time and it was freezing. Pair of them McDonald's gloves. Fries for fingers. Hours of fun.
Yeah. A grown man wearing McDonald's kids gloves.
Listen, if people are silly enough to not wear them just because of the fear of looking maybe a little bit silly, more fool them. I'm bombing around on my electric scooter around Germany or wherever. Fries for fingers. And they worked with your phone as well.
Oh, mint.
So you have to take them off.
Doesn't
I
sound
think
much.
they were quite cheap, weren't they?
Fries
Can't
for
remember.
fingers.
I have no idea because it were in like a proper mad currency, weren't it? It weren't like a normal currency. That we're at like 3,000 summer. I don't know.
Was it in Budapest?
I don't know where the hell it was. Good though.
Oh, was it
I've still got
Poland?
them. I've literally no idea. But yeah, quality. They'll be coming out when winter comes.
I think you
Okay.
were actually bombing around different. By the end, you were trying to get some.
He was.
He was.
He was.
And you couldn't get them in end, I don't think.
He was trying his best.
Me?
Yeah.
Fries for fingers.
Yeah, I know, I did. I think they sold out.
They didn't have your size flour.
Right, everyone, this is the new music section. It's the part where we all give a tune from the past or the present. This week, I'm going for a band called Lime Cordiale and a tune called Temper Temper. It's a good tune. I think they're from Australia. It's a chilled out kind of tune. But yeah, go and give them a listen. Great band. Pretty sure. I'm not sure if
Right.
we've seen them before. No, I don't think we have. Oh no, I thought we'd played Leeds Fest with them, but I don't think we have. But yeah, check them out. Lime Cordiale.
Nice. I'm going to go with. Can you remember that band? The Fray.
Yeah.
How to Save a Life, is that?
Yeah. Well, that's the big one. But that album, 2005, that came out. The debut. The second tune on that's my tune. It's called Over My Head, brackets, Cable Car. It's a great tune. Not really much more to say about that. Just give it a listen. I tell you, final verse of that, You know when you go half time, we always joke doing it. I actually think we should nick that idea.
Catfish do it, don't they?
Go half time, and then it proper feels like it's gonna it slows down, and you feel like it's gonna go down to a breakdown, and it don't. It just kicks back into another verse. So that's mine. The Fray, over my head. Brackets, cable car. I wonder why they've done that. No, it's just that title. It only says cable car once in song. I reckon it were probably called cable car, and label's probably gone. You need to call it Over My Head. That's definitely what's gone off. I might be wrong.
Mine is by Talking Heads this week, and it's a song called Making Flippy Floppy. Funky as hell. Love it. Proper big fan of Talking Heads.
I think you played me that. Can't
Yeah.
think how it goes. It's not much bottom end on that.
I know.
Completed.
You're right.
It's funky, innit, that? Very funky
Yeah.
number.
Well into them.
My tune's by a band called Badflower. I've listened to them for a while, but they've just released a new album called No Place Like Home. There's a song on that called Haunting You, which is my favourite off it. Gives me very Foo Fighters vibes, but the rest of the songs on the album and their other songs give me more like a Biffy Clyro kind of vibe. So if you're into that kind of thing, and that album's got a mixture of different styles on it, so yeah, if you're into that, go check that out.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Oh, it's too hot. Did you know if you say that enough times, it's too hot, you start to cool down.
Yeah.
It's too hot. It's too hot.
Fan comments. There has actually been quite a few comments this time, so thank you. Let's start with Lee and Donna.
Donna.
Great episode this week, lads. Got another fan question for you all. What's the most expensive piece of music equipment you own, and was it worth the price?
Good question.
That's a great question, to be fair.
That's probably one of the best questions we've had.
Yeah.
Most expensive piece? I don't know.
You must have a very expensive guitar, Alex.
Well, I've got a couple. Like, I don't know. Well, I've got a couple of nice Gibsons. About 5 of them.
Come on.
Come on, then.
Come on, then. Answer the question. Donna.
Yeah, it's probably what it Les Paul Custom, like a 70s one.
Says the answer then.
Yeah.
All right. Let's Paul Custom.
Only 3, 4, 5. I don't know. The high watt Custom 50. I don't know.
And was it
Vintage
worth
one.
the price?
Yeah.
You sure?
Because I've gone. Yeah.
Very convincing.
Yeah, I love them. Although you can't play them all at once. That's the only issue.
That is true.
It's the only
I honestly
downside
don't
to
know.
it.
That's a crap answer for Donna. I'm just looking round. Acoustic, that were a Christmas present. That were probably a present when I was younger. See, I keep all my stuff. You're a bit of a tradesman, aren't you? You buy stuff, you sell stuff, you wheel and deal.
The real dealer.
You takes all good stuff off parts and
He's a fraud.
don't want to
No.
incriminate him. He's got to earn a crust.
He's a fraud.
I honestly,
I'm a
honestly
repairman.
You're a YouTuber.
Hey, mate. I wrote the book.
You're a
Joking, I didn't read
YouTuber.
it.
mine ain't even expensive. It's probably something daft like me in ears or me actual pedal board.
I was going to say my pedal board like all together.
Because everything else like that.
That's a fair point, actually, because pedal boards.
Or do you have a
Ed-
specific pedal that you might have spent a lot on and it was worth it?
I mean, like the Strymon, they're probably the most. Or is it the Switcher? Was the Switcher more? I think the Switcher cost more. Well worth it. Made my life so easy.
Yeah, I love my Switch.
Still in the box.
It's in loft.
Got it 5 years. Did you get it 5 years ago?
About 5
Something
years
like
ago.
5 years ago. Yes.
Yeah, with your great plan to use it. I'm still waiting for you to set it all up for me.
Oh yeah, sound. I'll spend my Sunday whilst you're sat in garden having a setting your board up.
I think we also asked about tribute band names. So Lee and Donna have also said best tribute band names we've seen lately in Skeg Vegas: Hilton John,
Hilton John.
Bob Villain.
yeah, Antarctic Monkeys. I've heard that one before. Maybe Gaga, the Faux Fighters, Faux as in fake, F-A-U-X, and the Reet Hot Chili Peppers.
And they're from Yorkshire.
Probably.
Right up.
That grinds my gears, sorry. When people try doing an impression of you or taking mick out your Yorkshire accent, and they go, oh, Reet.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you said that.
No.
Reet.
Reet.
Are you all Reet?
I saw
You
one
said
earlier.
rate.
Buzzcocks. Where it had a K instead of a C. So it just sounds
Play on, yeah,
play just changed.
Pretty good.
play on spelling.
That's a good point, actually. I tell you what, I sent it to Trent. I might have shown you. I found a poster from the old Sex Pistols tribute band.
What, you're on it?
I'm not on it, but where is
They
it?
cut me out.
Cut me out. Where is it? It's from about 2009 or something.
Yeah, playing in Shaw, which is like about
It's
15
me,
minutes away from me.
Yeah.
Mad.
Buzzcocks emailing tribute going, oh, you can't wait, Buzzcocks. We're suing you. No, we've spelled ours with a K.
Steve Woodhouse has also given some tribute band names. Put Steps tribute act called Stairs.
See what they've done there.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Play on elevation.
The Everly Pregnant Brothers. I've seen them on a few posters. Huh?
What's Everly
Go on.
pregnant?
Yeah, because the Everly Brothers is the original.
Yeah.
The Everly Pregnant Brothers. They just do. Well, they do. They don't just do.
They're not a
Everly
tribute.
Brothers. They do. Yeah, they do.
I didn't know that. I thought they were a proper band. I swear to
I
God.
swear, like if you, they are on Spotify.
You know, 'cause you should see them quite a lot. I
Phone
thought
lines.
the Everly Pregnant Brothers were just a band like us, like doing their own tunes.
They do write their own tunes, but it's
Yeah.
comedic, innit? It's like,
Yeah.
it's just a joke.
I didn't know that. I honestly
I mean,
did not know that.
A bit like a Yorkshire Lancashire Hot Pots.
Yeah, they are. Because the top song's called Your Yorkshire. Steve Woodhouse has also said, best gig of the year so far, apart from yours. James at Peace Hall in Halifax. If you ever get to play there, it's a fantastic venue. We have actually played it.
We have,
It is a
haven't we?
very good
Twice.
venue.
Yeah, twice.
With Kaisers.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I'm going to try and get to a few more gigs. That Sting one was class. I got them bought for me for my birthday, but I was thinking, it got me in mood. You know, like, obviously, because what we do, I'd try and not go to as many gigs. Because when we're touring heavy and that's the last place I want to be is in a venue. But them outdoor ones are class.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah, they
when you're
are.
not touring and that, you can go and watch a mint band or an artist. It's like a decent night out, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get some
When's
more.
that Maccabees one?
Is it August? I was just going to say that. 23rd,
Not long.
24th of August, something.
That'll be good.
Isaac Hill said, alright lads, Isaac here just started getting into the band and was wondering what each of your favourite songs are that you've recorded.
Good question, Isaac. Good to have you on board, buddy. Probably, just because it's recent, Here Comes the Rain off the new album. Either
Yeah.
that or, saying that, Man on the Loose were pretty good recording. We ended up keeping original acoustic. We did try redoing it, but it just didn't sound as good, so we kept that. Even though I weren't playing it, I quite enjoyed that bit when you were getting slide guitar down on Man on the Loose.
Yeah.
That were a good moment in studio where it was like, that's it, that's the final piece. And it was pumping and all. It was seriously loud.
So good when it's everything's turned up in the studio and it's coming together.
So that's mine. I don't know what yours.
What favourite recorded tune? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it changes, doesn't it? I ain't got one definite one. It's like when I listen back to like the early stuff, and I don't do it that often, but when I do, I just like Candlelight sounds absolutely massive, and I think that sounds really good recorded. So that's always a favourite. It's like a perfect end to like a debut album. Just think it's class. Probably go for
Yeah, I
that.
think Falling was dead exciting. Obviously, that was like one of the
Belter.
Ryan and Trent's first tunes.
Yeah.
Always loved the tune, the demo. I remember, I might have a video somewhere on my phone of when we're first jamming it all together in the live room at Rockfield. And that when you feel it coming together.
Did we not have a riff for that? The riff weren't in it, were it? Were it that tune?
Now the
No.
No.
didn't exist at that point. So I'm just hammering bar chords and you're doing the and it sounds massive. And then that riff came after the
Yeah.
sounded like a joke at first, didn't it? But it was so good.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
How mad is that tune very nearly didn't have that in?
I know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even be the same tune, would it?
No. Joanna, also known as Joe. Is that the Metallica / Muse crossover then, Alex? Supermassive black balls.
Were we not singing something like this in the car the other day? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it was.
not-
It was.
Yeah, we won't go into it. I'm being very childish.
It was.
Childs.
No, I'll tell you what we're listening to, actually, this morning. It came on my Spotify. You know Weezer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went, I'm sure I know this tune, but it didn't come up on my screen on my car because I think there was something else up. And I thought, oh, like, is this song called Asswipe? And then it's Hashpipe. Because of the way he was saying it, he's singing it. At one point in the song, I was thinking, it's a bit rude. Yeah.
A-double-S.
Yeah.
She also said, also, flying V guitar, hell yeah.
Hell
Not many
yeah.
people can get away with it, but I reckon you actually could.
Oh, aye.
So there you go. You've got to get one now.
Well, I might rock one day.
I'd do it for a laugh.
Next album.
Do it.
Just do it.
Need to rock that Firebird first.
Well, Steve Prince said, best tribute band name has to be Rubber for Erasure.
Yeah.
Erasure. Or Rubber.
Erasure.
Yeah.
Also, didn't Alex have a Firebird when What I Understand was recorded? I'm sure I remember seeing one in a video.
Yeah, it's in a couple of videos. I think it's in On the Run and Falling, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, it's long gone. That was a non-reversed one.
Took all the best parts off it.
Didn't actually. I did like the guitar, but I didn't like the pickups didn't sound great in it, and I just thought...
Oh, no, man,
yeah, but that's a reverse. It's like flipped over.
Natalie Cheatham. I don't normally comment, but I just wanted to say how much these podcasts brighten up my week. Some of your conversations are hilarious and proper cheer me up at times, so thank you. Oh, well,
Nice one.
thank
Thanks,
you for
Lee.
watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Glad you enjoy them.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. She also said, also have a question. What's your thoughts on Lead Mill closing?
Well, it's not closing, is it? I don't think. But hopefully, whoever's taking it over do it justice and isn't turned into, let's say, a block of flats.
Oh, I don't know, it's mad.
Is it still going to be operating as a music venue?
Yeah.
And then what? The only thing that's changing is it's not going to be called Lead Mill.
I think the business, the lead mill, has basically been kicked out. So the people who've been running the lead mill for all that time have been kicked out of the premises.
I don't really understand it. If it's still going to operate as a venue, obviously the room ain't changing and the history's not moving.
Well, Alex was saying, Alex, the sound guy, because he works there, or worked there, he was saying that, pretty sure he said they were going to strip it all out. Like strip it.
Oh, no, he did say that, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
For me, as long as it's running as a music venue, that would be nice to see. The name's a name, innit? Don't really make that much of a difference. As long as the venue ain't going, which I hope it ain't.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is.
I don't, we
As long as
don't
it
know.
don't turn into a Spoons or a Greg's. Happy days.
I'll do. So leave some more comments and we'll read them out next podcast.
For everybody, that has been episode 36 of the Sherlocks podcast. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday evening. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope we've took you on a hell of a journey. You've had some laughs. Maybe you've cried. Who knows? But keep commenting because it's good to hear from you. We'll keep doing them. Consistency is key. Thank you for tuning in.
Yep.
Fraudwell.
Like, share, subscribe, everybody. Get your comments in, because one of our favourite bits is reading out your fan comments and answering them. So, yeah, see you next week.
Nice one, everybody.
Bye.